Hello YouTube, welcome back to Sauceman's Garage. In the shop today we have the 1998 Volkswagen GTI. This is the 4-liter 2.0 engine. And what's happening with this car is the speedometer and tachometer are both just basically stuck at the bottom at zero, kind of vibrate a bit when you drive. So I think both of the servo motors in the back of the cluster are done, but what we were able to locate was a replacement cluster. We actually got this really cheap. It was like 20 bucks. It's got like LEDs installed in it already, and funny enough, this one has within like 1,000 kilometers pretty much the same mileage. I think this car has 229,000 kilometers, and this cluster has 228 or 230, somewhere in there. But anyways, what we'll do first is show you here what the car's been doing. So let me see if I can show you guys the cluster here. Let me start the car. So you can see here, sorry, 227. So 227,000. You can see that total kilometers. So 228, give or take. Let's start it up. Put it in neutral here. Oof, got an exhaust leak too. Now the tachometer is working. The tachometer is working, but the speedometer doesn't. The speedometer just stays where it is. Funny enough, the tachometer wasn't working yesterday. Interesting. Well, we're going to switch out this cluster today anyways, and possibly re this old one. So there we go. That's today's topic on Sauceman's Garage. So let's get after it. So first thing first, we set up the steering wheel so it's kind of square. We have a big opening. The idea is we're going to try and pull it through the large hole in the steering wheel here. There is no tilt function on this car, tilt steering column function. So we're going to try and get this out this way without having to pull the lower cowl off this whole bottom piece here. 2 screws on the bottom, but I'm hoping to not have to mess with this because it is kind of a failure point. This car is, what is it, 24 years old now? This is a 98. What is that, 98, 25 years old now? So yeah, so it's vintage, right? But I don't want to mess with this because I think it's going to be very fragile. So what we'll do first is we'll nice and gingerly pop off this panel here. Let's see if we can anyways get this off without too much trouble. I might have to go to my panel removal tools. I was hoping this would come off a bit easier. Let's see here. Yeah, just work it nice and easy. Try not to damage the plastic. Let's see here. There we go. That popped out. Perfect. Now there's a tab right there. We can try and pop this off. Let me see here. Let's see here. Might have to get a different flashlight. Looks like it's that tab right there. I got this one. Plastic is so brittle. This one. Well, pushes in. Oh. There we go. Okay, so let me see. I think what we have to do is maybe get a little bit. So push that tab all the way in. It's a real pain, this one. Is there another tab? I don't know. It's not easy. Oh, there we go. Whew. Wow, what a pain. That's the tab right there. You have to push in order to release. That sucker right there has to be pushed in. So that's what I pushed in. So now we can kind of quasi get this out of the way. And then the first screw we have to remove is that one right there, hiding behind this unit. Oh, let's see if we can get a little bit of space, and we'll remove that screw. The first one. I want to say that's the first one of 4 we're gonna have to remove, if I remember correctly on this car. Okay, next one panel is just to the left of the stereo, right of the steering wheel cluster. And it's this piece right here. Pop that. So yeah, these trim tools, they're gonna be magic, I think, in this situation. Oh, that one popped out. Easy. Goes off to the side. Screw number 2 is right there. So we'll pop that one out next. And what these two will do is they'll release the bezel around the cluster, and that will allow you to get to the screws, sorry, that hold the actual cluster into place. Okay. Screw number 2. Okay. Now that should allow us to remove this bezel ever so gently, I'm hoping. Let's see here. One side at a time, maybe. Oh, please don't break. No, it's not coming off. Oops. Oh, there's one. I'm hoping that was just an unclip and not a tab breaking. Let's see if we can pop this one next. Nice and easy, 25-year-old plastic. Maybe we'll work our way around and see if we can give it a little love from the top here. Oh, there we go. Okay, well, that's the two. We're gonna be able to remove this without removing that lower part. I certainly hope so. See a couple tabs right there that we don't want to mess with. Okay, that's out. Just the one tab right there. Clips here, looks like we're good there. There's the screw hole. Clips here, no problem. All right, the bezel is out. Now, just leaves the two screws holding the actual cluster in, which is one on the left side here, one on the right side here. So let's tackle this one on the right side first. Okay, right there. I really don't want to lose this screw, so I might have to my fingers in there. Just back this up a little bit here. I'll try and get my fingers in there. Probably would be best to get a magnet on that screw so I don't have to go fishing in the dash, but let's see here if we can do it this way. Maybe get lucky. See anything. I think what we'll do is we'll grab a magnet. Let's see here. There we go. Got it with a magnet. Perfect. Put that off to the side. That's one. And then the last one. What is going on with my light? Apparently I've dropped it too many times. I think we're gonna have to take this bad boy apart and fix it. All right, so there is the last screw. So we will pop that one out. My big hand's in the way, but get that sucker out of there. Get that nice and loose, and I'll throw the magnet on it so we don't lose the screw. Seems loose. Needs a little bit more. Just enough to lose it, I think. I think the next time maybe I'll get my magnetic screwdriver on these guys, because these ones are just finicky enough to cause a problem. Okay, there we go. Number 4. Okay, so cluster here. Unclip it. And then we're going to try and get this sucker to come out nicely. And you can see there are two round pins on the bottom. We'll pop those out of their mounts and then push the whole thing kind of towards the driver's side. Maybe actually the other way. Pop that out. We are going to have to get those pins to clear the rest of the dash here. You can see here it's a really tight fit right where the pins have to come out. There's one pin there, and then there's one pin right there, and you can see how tight that is. So the idea is we have to try and finagle this so that we can push it one side and then pull it out. And man, I think we're gonna get it from this side. I'll just give this to you again. So let's tilt this down. Tilt this down and up to clear those pins through that spot. Trying to get this piece out. Get this out this way. Wow. This is not easy. I can get my hand back there. I should be okay. Yeah, so here we go. So push my hand in the back here and I can feel the main connectors. So this one right here, you're going to squeeze the tab from the top, unplug it, and then there's one below it, again squeeze the tab, it's the red one, unplug it, and that should be all the connectors. So now it's free of the wiring. So now we will get this, trying to get it out here again. See if we can tilt it. Tilt it. Okay. Okay. There. Those are the two connectors we just undid. They're simply these connectors right here. White one's on top, so you push that peg. Actually, there's two pegs. You push the two pins together. Red one's on the bottom. Push the two pins together, and now we're good. So old one's out. So let's compare the old one to the new one. We'll just go over here. That doesn't sound good. Come over here. Remember which one's which. All right, so old one, new one. Flip them over. So this is the new one. I just want to make sure that all the lights are the same. This one has an extra light in it. In that spot right there. Huh. I wonder what that's for. Well, I think what we'll do though, because we're going to be installing this one, I want to make sure that the lights are the same. I guess because the different ones have different lights for different options and such. So we'll take the harness off this one, and then This one also has had like LEDs installed up here. I think we're just gonna leave those alone. Yeah, you can see that this has got some weird stuff going on top. I think we'll leave that alone for now. And we're just gonna switch out that light to make sure. We'll get the flathead here. I don't know what it's for, but we'll make sure all the lights are the same. It's too big. It's smaller. Okay. Okay, so an eighth of a quarter turn to the, an eighth of a quarter, a little bit of a turn to the left, it comes right out. So then we'll just line up the ears on either side with the slots and give it a quarter turn to the right. All right, so now the lights are the same. Hopefully whatever schmozzle's going on up here with this tape and everything is going to work out okay. Let's install it. All right. Here we go. All right, so installation opposite of our wheel. Let's try and get these connectors. Nope, got the hazard lights on. So these two connectors, one is gonna be the red. We should be able to line, oh yeah, sideways here. We'll just line that up. And then, mostly by feel, get the top one installed. Let's just see if I can. Just hold this right here. Okay, click. 2 clicks. No, looks like we have power. Oh, and this one's got 229,000 kilometers on it. So, yeah, really close. Okay, so now that we've got the electrical connectors connected, we'll push this piece. We'll get the 2 pins lined up. There's one. This one's just got to push past on this side. We'll try and get that in. Might need to just push this. There we go. I'll get this. So yeah, so again, let's see, make sure you guys can see the pin right there. So that pin seats in there, and then that pin right there seats in. And now we have our 2 screws, one there, one there. So now we'll just reassemble. So first things first. Try and get this started in here without losing it. Actually, what we should do, let's start this sucker up and see at least we'll be able to figure out the tachometer. If the tachometer is working, we're gonna take the fellow's word for it that the speedometer works. Yeah, so let's take this, pull the light away, do a quick start up here. Oops. Everything's running. Okay. The tachometer's working just fine. I want to see the lights here. Oh, wow. Okay. Let's see the lights. Oh, it's high beams. Low beams. Okay. Well, so you can see the LEDs. LEDs are operating up top there. The bezel will be over top. This is showing a temperature flashing light. We didn't have that before. Interesting. And we've got the tachometer seems to work okay. So we'll check the speedometer here, but other than that, looks like everything is working the way it should. Turn that off before we get gassed out. Interesting. It's singing to us. Oh, because the lights are on. There we go. That's cool. I guess the lighting's okay. It's definitely a lot subtler, the LEDs. But I like it. Should be fine. So let's turn that off. All right, let's finish installation here. Okay, we'll just get these two going here. So first things first, get this top one installed without dropping it into the depth of the dashboard. That wouldn't be good. Tighten this sucker up. Lickety split. I don't know why they make these screws for the dashboard so damn, or the gauge cluster so damn long, but they are what they are. That's one. Next one is gonna be right car. So we'll just right there again. So we'll throw that one in there again. Give it hopefully a couple twists to get it started. Get that all tightened up. Oops, sorry, bumped you guys. This car is running pretty rough. We also have to do a timing belt on this car because it's due. Last timing belt was due at 140,000 kilometers. Obviously we're at, well, it depends on who you ask, I guess at this point, 228 or 229. So it's due, it's coming up. We could probably stretch it another 10,000 K, but it's in the garage, so we're going to swap it. Okay, so that's the cluster itself. Next is the bezel coming back in. We're just going to have to be very careful with this because I don't want to break any of these 25-year-old mounting tabs, and that's going to be the challenge here. Okay, so that one tab is back into place. We're going to seat it. Seated. Perfect. Click is good. Turn off the hazards again. We'll add this screw here. Tighten that down. Tighten that down. We'll add these two trim pieces. Click is good. Click is good. Excellent. And we will add the last screw, which is a funky one behind the light control, which is right down there, of course. Let me get this started before I go too much along. Let's get it started. Tighten that down. Okay, tight. Next we'll slide back in our light control, which is obviously our headlights and our dash dim. You'll see up top, right up in there, you'll see that there are these fins. They have to get slotted into the grooves, and on the side as well. So we'll take two hands on this one. We'll try and get this lined up. It's German engineering, nice and very precise. There we go. Get all the tabs lined up. Make sure our harness is out of the way. Oh, and there we go. Clicked right back into place. The ABS side. Click that in. There we go. So that works. Again, lights are on. Everything is working. And we are good to go. So that's how you replace the gauge cluster in a 1998 Volkswagen Golf GTI. Thanks for watching Sauceman's Garage. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, we will see you on Sauceman's Garage. Again, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.